Wfod goes hard.
See you later, popcorn bitch.
Those 7 days have almost passed.
The wheelbarrow full of dicks.
Come and revel in the carnival-like proceedings.
Hey, it's Drunkard STL on Twitter.
Hold on to your fucking hats, everybody.
WFOD.
Kids, I never heard of that. This thing we call the Wfod. My name is Mike. I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Drunkard STL on the Twitters.
That fucking guy.
The phone number to contact the show is 636-487-HAND or WFOD show on Skype. Guys, Travis is here. We saw his beautiful face there for a second. But I believe that we're having what they call in the biz
technical issues.
I would call it, yes, technical issues, but I'm hoping that we can figure it out. Drunk,
sir,
and
he's the glue that puts the Wfod together.
Travis, you're the glue that puts the Wfod together, Travis.
We gotta stop using Skype, man. This sucks. What a shitty program.
Did it?
We gotta shell out the shekels for the Zoom Pro. This is fucking trash.
Zoom.
Yeah, please donate to the Patreon so we don't have these issues anymore.
Travis, I recorded with a shitty song of the week the other day. I think my
how
episode
did that
is
go?
Coming out this week. Well, they were trying to do Discord, because we're all over the country, and you got to record remotely, and
of course
there was a weird echo, and then we moved to Zoom, and it was fine, but yeah, then that's 30-minute time limit, then you got to stop and restart, and if you're doing a live program, Travis, you can't do time limits, you can't do it.
Can't be doing that.
Nope.
It's like what is it, like $80 or some shit for the year? Come on,
I think
help
it's
us
like
out, guys.
110 or something. It's not cheap.
110.
It's not cheap, Travis.
Still less than $10 a
Small
month.
price to pay for an internet radio program that records once a week, though. You know what I mean?
Travis, we give the people quite a bit. I think are we talking? No, I don't want to just give a inside baseball, Travis. But are we talking about maybe having a double dick week next week?
Yeah, we are. I think that we decided that we were going to record with a guest on Sunday, and instead of doing what we usually do, usually at my behest, where I'm like, well, fuck it, let's take a week off, I suggested, why don't we just do two?
Do two, Hank Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Do two.
I thought that was Frank Robinson.
Who gives a fuck who it was?
I thought it was Sammy Sosa.
Travis, let me tell you, there's something that happens occasionally that I love. It's like one of my favorite things in the whole world. And it happened last week twice to the same person for the same fucking song.
Oh, did we have a
What?
court case?
There was a music lawsuit. Yes, correct. Travis, are you familiar with Dua Lipa?
No.
She's
I'm familiar with the name.
she's a pop singing gal, and she had 2 lawsuits come about last week over the same song. Now, one of the parts of the song that the people are mad at, like 2 people, I guess one person recorded a song, and then another person paid the person, and so like both of them are like, hey, she ripped off both of us, but really she only ripped off one of them because the other one paid the one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm following you.
So this is the original, Travis.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride.
Don diablo se ha escapado, tú no sabes la que ha armado, ten cuidado, yo lo digo por sí.
I was walking down the street when I saw all the dancing soldier boy winkle, winkle, winking at me.
So those 2 people both said Dua Lipa ripped them off because they sang it a certain way.
That's music?
Yeah. So the first one is Dua Lipa, and the other 2 are the people suing Dua Lipa. You're going to love this, Travis. I think you're going to really like this. So Dua Lipa, that's one part of the song. I think that's like the Now, does that sound familiar, Travis?
It does sound familiar.
Okay, now a reggae band. It's a white reggae band, so I don't really think they count as reggae, right?
Oh, was it Snow?
No.
No, and they put out this song in 2017, so it's not that old. They said Dua Lipa ripped them off, and obviously Dua Lipa heard their song
Modest Yahoo.
that is not available on Spotify, Travis. It's only available on SoundCloud, but it did chart on the reggae Billboard charts. So this is the song that they said Dua Lipa ripped off. Okay, a little
Yeah,
bit,
she
right?
did.
You think? They do sound similar.
Is that exact
The
words?
Same thing.
It's very similar, Travis, but I would argue they both...
I think Outkast intentionally doesn't want to have anything to do with show business anymore.
Where did they go? They need to come back, Drunk. I missed them.
But yeah, they were great.
Was it Andre 3000 still pops up in stuff once in a while as an actor?
You know,
But I think he's done with the whole music business.
I don't remember where I saw it.
Yeah, I
but
would agree.
He did an interview, I think, with Rick Rubin. Like, Rick Rubin has a podcast, and I didn't know that Rick Rubin had a podcast, but somebody recommended it to me, and I listened to it. And it was Rick Rubin talking to Andre 3000 about, like, writer's block and stuff, and it was really fucking interesting. And, like, if I could find it again, I'd probably listen to it a second time. Because, like, he was just saying that, like, you know, he's still interested in making music, but he hasn't really been feeling like doing it. And the things that he makes, he doesn't think are good enough.
What was it, a 3-year stretch where everything he touched turned to gold?
Right. And then I guess...
That's the thing. It's probably the same thing as, like, Chappelle, right? When he's, like, Comedy Central was going to give him, like, a dump truck load of money to do more Chappelle show, and he's like, you know, I can't. I don't want to do it if it's not going to be as good.
Right.
And, Outkast had a good span there where everything they put out was amazing.
Yeah, and he just, he wasn't filling it, you know, anymore, Travis. He wasn't filling it. Do you want to hear all 3 of those mixed together? This is all 3 of them on top of each other. But one of them came out in 1998, Travis.
Yeah, and they're not the ones suing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. I would just let Dua Lipa do whatever she wants. If she wants to team with Doja Cat and rip off another one of your songs, just let it happen because you guys are obviously thieves. What is the, what did you say what the band name was? The white reggae band?
It is Article Sound System. The name of the song is Live Your Life. It's from 2017.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's
like
not.
that.
It's not great. It's not good stuff. But Travis, I do have some good stuff for you. Now that we're on music, we might as well
Thank you.
stay on it. By the way, Speaking of which, we are going to play America's favorite game show tonight. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a new one. Travis, are you familiar with? You're not big on the hip hop. So are you familiar with Pusha T?
What are you talking about?
You like that old hip hop because you're an
That's
old.
true.
Do you
I'm
know
an old
what?
man. I'm a man of almost 42 years of age.
Any hip hop pre 08, not familiar. Or post 08, pretty much not familiar.
So Pusha T, several years ago, he was in
I am familiar with that.
beef with Drake, Travis, and he was particularly vicious to Drake. He was
Good. Everybody should have a beef with Drake.
but no, like he was particularly mean. I have just a couple of clips from his diss track for you. He like brought up that like Drake had a secret kid, and that his girlfriend was a OnlyFans model. I like it. It's pretty mean what Pusha T said. I got a couple.
You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. Ooh.
And this one about his girlfriend.
Love that baby. Respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star. Let her be your world. Yuck.
I mean, he said yuck, Travis.
Actually, it's more of a.
I like that.
So I bet you're wondering, like
a diss track.
Well, what's Pusha T doing now, Travis? Pusha T recently did an Arbys commercial, Travis.
God, I love Arby's.
Arby's got gangsta rapper Pusha T to make a diss track about McDonald's Filet of fish. See, because Arby's has
We live in a different time now. There was a time when companies would like sign people to be like spokespersons. Like I remember years ago when Pepsi signed a bunch of people to go, quote unquote, after the urban market, and it was God, I can't remember everybody, but they signed Ludacris. And there was such a backlash over Ludacris and his lyrics that they dumped him like almost immediately.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly,
it's like
right?
now we can get Pusha T.
Yeah, Pusha T is the worst of the worst, Travis. He brought up Drake's illegitimate child, and
his porn star girlfriend.
And then he said yuck.
Yeah.
So you want to
Treated like your whole world. Yeah.
Now apparently I did not know this. Pusha T was somehow involved with McDonald's catchphrase, "I'm loving it." I don't know what the story is there.
I glanced at that. I didn't dive into it, but I thought it was him and I don't know if it was his brother or somebody who's related to or a business partner or whatever. But apparently they came up with that "I'm loving it" jingle.
Did they do? They do the ba-da-ba-ba-ba part too?
Correct.
Wow. Do you think you just get a one-time fee for that, right? You don't get royalties in perpetuity, do you? Perpetuity?
Perpetuity, yeah. I would argue that
it.
if you had a shitty agent, you'd get paid one time, because if that takes off and becomes a corporation's theme song for 20 years, you should probably catch some shit on the back end there.
Yeah. Well, I would argue, Travis, that it shouldn't have been their theme song for 20 years. I mean, it's kind of dumb.
I don't know. I like it.
It's super dumb.
But I guess, once you get something that catches, you just keep it going. So
and the thing about it is, though, is it's evolved to the point where, Brian Cox is doing those narrations for McDonald's. So one of the most wonderful things about that is at the end of every commercial, in his Brian Cox voice, does ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And that's great.
He puts a smoothness to it.
It does.
Travis, this Arby's commercial is not smooth at all. Like, I would say, now the Hamburger Helper mixtape was fire.
Fire.
Arby's commercial, keep that in mind, drunk.
I'm the reason the whole world love it. Now I gotta crush it. Filet-o fishes. then you should be disgusted. How dare you sell a square fish, asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese, Mickey D's on a budget. Arbys crispy fish is simply it. With lines round the corner, we might need a guest list. Eggs at stage left, the sandwiches taste fresh. A little cube of fish from a clown is basic. Say less, this argument is baseless. Drowned in tartar, that filet fish is tasteless. See, Arbys only deals in the greatness. I bet the house on it like it's Vegas. Look, I could sell water to a whale. How could you ever think I'd fail? Yeah, the crispy fish sandwich blazing trails. The mother clown's just too frail. Yeah, if you know me and you know me well, all fish is gonna tip that scale.
This is a paid advertisement brought to you by Arbys.
One bad.
I love that.
So, I mean, you remember growing up, like, commercials would be like, all right, we got this, and this is the competitor, and it would, like, be blurred out.
Yeah.
Like, when did that change? Now they just go after each other. Like, they're all savages. Wendy's, savage. Arby's, savage.
Burger King has just been on a fuck McDonald's thing forever. Burger King's going to be pissed that Arby's is making fuck McDonald's stuff because that's their thing.
Well, I think that's everybody's thing.
This is an evolution of social media brands going after each other, right? Like there was a time where they would, there'd be like a basic commercial where, they'd mention a competitor and they'd be like, oh, look at this McDonald's burger and I'll look at this Hardee's burger. Isn't it better? But like now you have social media managers.
But they wouldn't even say McDonald's. They would just say, here's the competitor. And he knew it was a Big Mac.
Right.
But they would never say Big Mac.
Travis, the video, it's got like a lot of flashing in. What it looks like is, do you remember when Steve Jobs did the first iPhone thing and like they had like a Van Halen song blasting and everything was in black and white and it was like a revolution. But we're talking about a fucking fish sandwich, Travis.
And that's what's the best about this is that you have brands online attacking each other. These social media managers going back and forth, and people love it. Like if Wendy's has a particularly nasty snap against somebody else, people are retweeting that shit and being like, "Oh yeah, Wendy's fast food social media manager really got McDonald's this time."
Right.
Like people love that shit. So now you have Arby's being like, "Oh man, who could we pay to slaughter McDonald's shitty fish sandwich?"
It's that guy that says, "Yeah."
The current king of the diss track. We'll get him.
Right, and so like you pay for some advertisements, but you're getting a lot of it for free. That's the name of the game now. Is how much advertisements can you get that you didn't even pay for? Like if you make something fucking ridiculous enough, people will just talk about it, and that'll be good.
Especially if it's great. Like that Arby's song is awesome. That Pusha T song is great. I am a fan. That's the first time I heard it, and I like it.
Yeah, you just have to find someone who is notable and talented, and also willing to just completely sell out for a fucking fast food restaurant, Travis. Just like somebody with like no qualms about their legacy.
I feel like the Hamburger Helper people need to go back to the boards now and like hire Dre or something to do the beats and remix their album because Arby's really kind of threw down the gauntlet on the rap.
Well, what did
rap for a brand?
What did we have, Travis? We had Hamburger Helper. Didn't we have a Dippin' Dots song? And somebody else put out one. So like in the stages of like a food advertisement rap, that's up there.
I agree.
Yeah. Drunk. You okay, man?
I'm good.
Are you looking forward to America's favorite game show?
I am.
Let me tell you. So I'll give you an idea of what we're working with, Travis. So Wordle is a big thing.
Huge.
Right? And Wordle sold their game to the New York Times for like $1 million.
The New York Times, they have $1 million. Or
was it the Los Angeles Times? It was one of them.
Either way, it's a newspaper.
Yeah. And so now they get the clicks. You go to the LA Times or the New York Times, whichever one it is. I do it every day, Travis. I just start typing in Wordle and then whatever website it takes me to. I want to be accurate. I don't think I've done... it's the New York Times. So when Wordle sold for $1 million, like 100 other people decided to make games that ended in LE.
Right.
And the one that I'm particularly into right now is called Heardle. And what Heardle does is they'll play you 2 seconds of a song. Like the first 2 seconds of a song, and you have to try to guess. And you can skip like 3 or 4 times to get 2 more seconds, get 2 more seconds, get 2 more seconds. And if you get it, then they say, hey, good job. And a lot of times I can get it pretty early. But still, like yesterday's, I had no idea what the song was. But most of the time it's just a pop song and you usually know what it is. And so based on my new love of Heardle, which, by the way, Jody, when I was talking about Heardle on Twitter the other day, he said that he can't play Twitter or Heardle because he might like it. Like, he doesn't want to experience joy, Travis.
It sounds like a Jody thing to say.
Yeah, he's afraid.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no! What if I play this game and like it? I can't do that.
What if I want to play it every? What if I want to play it every day?
Yeah, you can play it once a day, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. I'll just play it every day." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I do. I sit down and I take a poop, and I play a Heardle and Wordle. I check my emails, and then I get in the shower. You know." But the guy hates fun. He can't do it. So, guys, I think what we're going to do, I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to play this new game that I'm really looking forward to.
Sweet.
I think you guys are really going to like it.
And Doug.
Limu, I know you're my partner, and we're supposed to be professional. Like the professional service you get from Liberty Mutual where you only pay for what you need. But I think I'm falling in love with you. I know it sounds crazy. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Limu. Fuck me with your weird corkscrew bird dick.
Liberty, 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 liberty. WFOD!
Thanks to Chris Dick for this week's horse report. He thought he'd be a real fucking smartass and text me and tell me that Seabiscuit has a bunch of horses in it. And I bet he thought that I wouldn't report it because, of course, Seabiscuit has horses in it. But here we are.
Teacher Barbie and her students love classroom fun. It's so much to learn, they're never done. There's ABCs and 1, 2, 3's. What's 1 plus 2? 10? Teacher Barbie says,
don't fuck with me.
Teacher Barbie rings the bell for recess fun and gives a hug for a job well done.
Where are your pants, Dad? Teacher Barbie doll comes with 2 student dolls. Sounds and Barbie voice come from chalkboard. Batteries not included.
Once again, WFOD, wheelbarrow full of dicks.
Guys, welcome back. You okay, John?
Yeah.
Oh, everything's good.
Well, it's game time, and I'm looking for my deep concentration winning device.
Your winning device?
Yeah.
Oh, like you're doing like a sensory thing where you feel like you'd do better if you...
Well, I always lose at the America's Best Game Show, but anytime I played What's in Drunk's Mouth, I win.
So it's a strategy, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
A mental block, if you will.
A mental block.
I don't know.
Travis, have you considered that maybe you would do better at the games if you blindfolded yourself?
If I blindfolded myself or did some kind of mental block?
Yeah, like just so that you could focus purely on the audio being played.
Okay, that's like just do a quick meditation then, right? Like let's take a second.
Yeah, clear your mind.
Could you be quiet, please?
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm just trying to...
Okay.
Okay. There we go.
So...
Ready.
Do you guys... Did I explain Heardle correctly?
They play 2 seconds of a song, and then you gotta guess what it is.
It's a tale as old as time. Like every radio station on the planet has done that for like a contest to win concert tickets to something. Like they play a little bit of a song, and they're like, "Who can guess the song? Be the 10th caller and tell me what the song was." It's like that's not new.
It's not necessarily that. It's a little bit different. This game, it does have a theme song. Do you want to hear the theme song?
Absolutely.
Yes! I love a good theme song.
The New York Times gave Wordle $1 million. Here's hoping they have some for us too.
Richard Simmons. What do you do with Target?
This is Mykle.
What are you doing? This is Mykle. No? So the rules of Mykle, Travis. I'm going to play you the first 5 to...
You didn't have to look very far for this.
No.
Monkeys.
It wasn't difficult.
Ants.
And if you guys don't get it, I'll give you the first 10 seconds of me getting mad about something. And if you don't get it after 10 seconds, then I'll just tell you what it is.
Okay.
So we just need to know what you're angry about.
Yeah. I think this will be fun. Yeah, it'll be stupid, but then we just won't play it again.
I like it.
So the three rounds of Mykle.
This time we're teammates, though, right?
Do you guys want to be teammates?
Yeah, teammates.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Okay, Travis, you and Drunk, you're teammates. All right.
Okay.
Round 1. Here's the first 5 seconds. I hate them, Travis. I hate their negativity. I hate.
That could be anything.
Notice Idle Hands is playing in the background, so like we got to that quick.
I hate them.
You guys need to hear it again?
Yeah, give it to me one more time.
Okay. I hate them, Travis. I hate their negativity. I hate.
Drunk, you got anything yet?
So you can make a guess,
Them and their negativity.
or you could just go to the 10 seconds. But after the 10 seconds, you'll have to.
I say we go to 10 seconds. I don't know.
Go to the 10 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. I hate them, Travis. I hate their negativity. I hate everything they bring because it's all
bullshit.
Is it all bullshit?
Hate their negativity. I hate everything they bring.
Drunk, what am I mad about?
Politicians.
You think it's politicians?
Children.
Could be children.
Somebody bringing something. Bringing something. Is it? Somebody going to a party. They're bringing shitty casseroles.
Negativity. Was this when he got his delivery of his furniture? So delivery guy, maybe?
Says they're negative, though. He's like, the first thing he says is he hates their negativity.
Final answer, you guys?
This is rough. This one's rough. Hate their negativity. I don't know. Drunk, shoot your shot.
Children.
I'm mad at children, you think? I hate them, Travis. I hate their negativity. I hate everything they bring because it's all bad. And we do have some good listeners. There's some listeners that I like, but for the most part, I hate them. I hate the people that listen to our show, Travis. I don't know how we can like trade them in for better listeners. How can we do that? I'm mad at the listeners, Travis. I'm mad at the people that listen to the show. That was from 2018, Travis. I was mad at all the listeners.
That's more recent than I would have thought it would have been. I would have thought you would have been mad at the listeners the latest in 2016.
Okay, guys, round 2 of the game show that's sweeping the nation. This is the first 5 seconds. Drunk's covering his eyes, Travis. He thinks that's going to work. Okay, here we go.
I thought they were sending me like a prepared thing.
No.
Oh.
So we were all in agreement.
Hello Fresh.
Oh, yes. Yes. Food service through the mail.
Yeah, food delivery service is what you're mad at here.
Wow, you guys got that one.
I thought they were sending me like a prepared thing.
No.
All of those, they just send you the ingredients for a meal.
Those motherfuckers mailed me like 8 vegetables to chop up. It was like, I can go to the grocery store and buy a potato.
And that's how they market it.
That was, I remember that. I got that so quick because I was so, like, I couldn't wrap my head around how you didn't realize what HelloFresh was.
Travis, they just sent me a carrot in the mail and said, here, make these into carrot fries. You need to cut them up.
Cut this up.
And I was mad at it.
That's what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, this wasn't hard to find these clips, Travis.
Well, you get round up about
of course,
something
it's like
at least
every
once
other
week,
episode.
Yeah.
That was from 2020, so this one's from 2021. This is the most recent one, guys. This is the final round.
Should get this.
You guys are 1 for 2.
I like what we're 1-1. I will play this game again, no matter how we come out on this thing here.
This is the final round of the game show that's sweeping the nation. Drunk Mykle.
I thought, I mean, I've done it just like as an impulse.
Sounded kind of old there. You think I'm aging? Like my rants have become less angry?
There are certain things that fire you up. Like things fire you up on different levels, right? Like certain things, like when you're angry about them, certain things like just disappoint you, where you like have like a solemn monologue that you prepare, and then certain things like make you fired up angry, where you like are like, the world.
So this is a sadder one.
Obviously, a sad realization, a sad anger.
Yeah.
I don't have anything based off that 5 seconds. You drunk?
No, we need another 5.
I thought, I mean, I've done it just like as an impulse.
You want the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, gonna have to have the next 5.
I thought, I mean, I've done it just like as an impulse, but I didn't know that was just like a thing we all did as a people.
I don't think it's something that you...
Enough to make memes about it.
Slapping bags.
Slapping bags?
Slapping bags of potting soil.
Oh.
I thought, I mean, I've done it just like as an impulse, but I didn't know that was just like a thing we all did as a people.
I don't think it's something that you...
Enough to make memes about it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to stores specifically to slap bags of soil. I don't think it's like a thing like that.
Fucking
It's just
God.
something we all do.
God, Travis, you got that memory on you, bud.
Let me be clear, there's no collusion. There's no collusion, and I will be the first to tell you I don't remember shit. And there's something that clicked in my head about the slapping bags of potting soil.
And it's so funny because when I get home, my lady be like, "Oh, so what do you talk about on the podcast?" They be like, "I don't fucking know."
I don't remember.
Well, that's what I think Pepper had said something about. You must have plugged like an old bit into last week's episode, but he's like, "Oh, that latest fast food bit really got to me," and I'm like, "What?" Like
you
could have.
You called Wendy's, Travis, and you asked them what's in their 4-for-4 deal. It was a really good prank.
We and let me be clear. We 100% could have had a brand new bit that I did live on air last week, and I still wouldn't have known what he was talking about.
We kind of just go around. Just at some point, like it's been enough time, and then we're like, okay, yeah, that was the things that we wanted to talk about this week. You know, like spaghetti and socks and whatever else.
Mom spaghetti.
Travis, pick of the week? I don't know.
Already? Damn, it's early.
Are we going pick of the week already?
I don't know. What else we got? Do we have other things?
I don't know. We can go pick of the week. My pick of the week might spawn more conversation. My pick of the week this week is Inventing Anna, the Netflix limited series starring Julia Garner of Ozark fame, playing a gal named Anna Delvey who had convinced a bunch of wealthy socialite people that she was a German heiress set to inherit $60 million and conned a shit ton of people out of money and other things. It was amazingly entertaining, and Julia Garner has gone down her path of the Tom Hardy accent path, where so far I've seen her in 2 things, and she's had crazy accents in both of them. Her accent is impossible not to enjoy in Inventing Anna.
I think I haven't seen this show, but I saw her describe it as being like, well, she's a German trying to be British, and
she's a Russian who immigrated to Germany, who is trying to sound posh, and this accent it's like unfucking believable.
It's so bad it's good.
Like all of those things.
It's so bad that it's good.
What's that, bud?
It's so bad that it's good.
It's not bad at all. It's great. And the accent is strange enough to seem like it could potentially be real. I've never heard the actual Anna Delvey talk, so maybe she talks like that, but holy shit, does Julia Garner knock it out of the park. I love this gal. And there's something, she's an attractive lady, but I'm not attracted to her. But I'm mesmerized by everything she's in. Like I'm not like right. Like if you said name 2 famous people you'd like to be in a threesome with, Julia Garner's not on that list.
No.
Why not?
But she's an attractive gal.
Oh, you mean like if you could pick anyone?
Well, yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying is like for me, she's like, is probably my current favorite actress. And usually when that happens, they have to be like, oh, look, I'm a dirty pervert man. And that's really like Anna de Armas. It's like that. It's like, but she's just so.
I think that was Dirty T.
I don't know. There's some
Dirty T.
I love it. Dirty T was back for just a second, but yeah, Julia Garner, man, she is wonderful, and that Inventing Anna show is super entertaining. I usually try not to pick things that are on, I mean, it's in the Netflix top 10 when you pull it, like people are watching it, but goddamn, I tore through that thing. I finished the last 2 episodes last night, and man, it was just, I loved it. Inventing Anna on Netflix.
Can you do the accent for us? Can we just hear like a...
No. I attempted it because there's a couple of touchstones, like a touch points that she does that she probably has to say to get into it. And there was a handful of words that I noticed when she would say them. I'm like, oh, I bet she has to say this word to get into the accent. I don't remember what the words were, but I couldn't do it. I did try.
Oh, you mean like a vocal warm up, like a red leather, yellow leather?
Yeah, well, there's certain if you could do accents, especially like performers, there's always like a phrase or like a word, right? Like this is how I say this word in this accent or this phrase in this accent. So you start with that word or that phrase from your normal voice to get into the accent. And I swear that I was able to pick them out while I was watching the show. But yeah, there's typically like a word or a phrase that will get you into the accent. Like, oh, okay, I need this phrase, and now I'm able to speak in that accent for a while. But yeah, it's fucking bananas. But the show's really good, very entertaining. Everybody, my girl's in it. One of the workaholics is in it. It's damn good.
You looked at me like he was talking like he had 3 heads. Did you not get what he was saying?
No, I was curious. You got into your phone to look up somebody.
Anna de Armas, I had no clue who it was.
Oh, what did you think?
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. Travis, I picked my sister up from the airport the other day, and when I got home,
that was awesome.
My wife, she had stayed up. Because I was out late. I was way past my bedtime, and so everybody's routine was messed up. Like the dogs, they were looking out the window like, "Where the fuck's he going? It's dark out," you know. And so when I got home, she was watching television. She was watching a program on Netflix called "Is It Cake?" Have you heard of this, Travis?
No.
I saw the promo for it on Netflix.
It's Mikey Day from Saturday Night Live is the host of this program, and what people do is they try to make cakes that look like things, and then he just walks around with a knife, and then people try to guess whether the thing is cake or not, and then he just cuts into things, and it's a game show, and it's amazing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, but it's great because okay, so like a wall will turn around and there'll be,
is this a banana?
10 purses, and then there's 3 people sitting there, and they go, okay, one of these purses is actually cake, and then they have 20 seconds to look at all the purses and decide which one looks like the least believable purse.
So this doesn't. You said this is ridiculous and it's dumb. It doesn't sound any more dumb than the floor is lava.
Hey, now that was good shit. Floor is lava was good shit.
It's a lot of stupid ass game shows, reality shows on Netflix that are very entertaining.
Well,
I will watch Is This Cake?
And you know what? The thing, I mean, Is This Cake? Like, the people making these things are incredibly talented.
Sure.
Which is,
of course,
the best game show is the one that, like, you're actually showcasing someone with a skill. Because I imagine to make a cake that looks like a shoe is very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I mean, like, it's a fun way to showcase amazing talent without just like making a show about people who make cakes. Like you're actually like turning it into a game and making it entertaining. Because
as opposed to like just making a documentary saying, "Hey, look at all this whole group of people that's really good at making cakes." You make something entertaining out of it.
Right.
Whereas like a documentary, people be like, I don't know.
Guys, we got to make this cake for a wedding. Let's just like film our job.
Yeah, it's like just like Mykle. You know, you got to make it entertaining.
Right, repurpose, like you get paid twice, Travis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Or in this case, not at all.
Right. Yeah, in our case. Guys,
speaking of, remember what we asked at the beginning. Please jump on Patreon and help us buy Zoom Pro because Skype is a real fucker.
Drunk pick of the week, bud? Something you want the people to know about?
Yeah, Zoom Pro, good product for a fair price. Check it out.
Hey, Drunk. I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings on Sunday. My wife had a BioLife appointment.
Okay.
And it's up in a neighboring town.
You said it was on what day?
For some reason, what's that?
You said it was on what day?
Sunday. So we were at Buffalo Wild Wings on Sunday. I knew she had a BioLife appointment to donate plasma, and I was like, on Saturday, I was like, hey, why don't you just drop me off at Buffalo Wild Wings? I'll drink beer for an hour, and then you can come back there, and then we'll eat wings and shit.
Right.
And I'm not a huge fan of March Madness, like I know you are, but since I was sitting in front of a bunch of TVs, I pulled up my sports betting app. And one of the most fun things I've found to do, and I can't wait to do it again, was just to bet on who's going to score the next 3-point shot.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I was I was sitting there like drinking beer and watching like Ohio State and Villanova, and it's like, oh, who's going to score the next 3-point shot? And I had like $10 in my betting account, and I'm like, oh, I'll bet $1 on Villanova. And sure shit, Villanova hits it, and I win like 82 cents. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, let's do that again. I'm like, who's going to score the next 3-point shot? I'll bet that 82 cents on Ohio State.
Right.
No, they didn't shoot it. It was Villanova.
It's
like the most fun that I've had.
Who's
in
going to commit
a long
the next
time.
foul? Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. And baseball is really fun because you can be like, will it be over or under a run scored this inning? Well, let's see.
Yeah. Like specifically focusing on one thing, because I knew all of those live bet like stats were like a thing you could do, but like specifically focusing on one thing and just like focusing on like just the 3-point shots was so much fun.
Yeah.
And like it was such a good time.
Those kids, they get recruited to go to college because they're good at a sport, and they all show up and run back and forth to kind of be Travis's slot machine. Like, you're essentially just
and not just Travis
playing a slot
Travis, absolutely
at a Buffalo Wild Wings while you're waiting for your wife to get done with her appointment.
Yep. For the entire country sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings, they're like, oh, hope this 3-point shooter actually does it. Oh, this fucking kid.
Yeah, by the time Sunday rolled around, my bracket was might as well be
toast.
Yeah. So I opted to watch the NASCAR race instead.
What did you get? Did St. Peter's throw you out of it?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't have Kentucky going too far, but I had Illinois going all the way. So Houston did me dirty. And then I had Tennessee in my Final Four, and they're out too. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't follow it enough to really know who was any good. So I couldn't bet on the actual games or like do a bracket, but goddamn, betting on who's going to score the next 3-point shot was exhilarating.
Oh yeah, I mean, come like the dead time of sports. And like you can bet on like who's gonna get the next point in tennis. Your thing can go up and down really quickly. It's quite the roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it really helped to pass the like hour before the wife got there before we actually ate wings. I spent 3.5 hours in Buffalo Wild Wings on Sunday and was not disappointed with my time being spent there. So
one time I was a true degenerate and it's pretty late at the casino. And we're watching German handball.
Oh my god!
They got a sports book at that casino?
Yes, they did. So I was live betting on the German handball.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun as long as you have the means to do it and you don't lose your ass. I mean,
never bet what you're not willing to lose.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like,
bet responsibly.
responsible.
Set limits. If you go over limit, don't take out on your credit card. As long as you do all that, it's a just fine hobby.
Unless you're in Vegas,
if you put it on your credit card, that's how you win it back.
No, that's not how you win it back.
Yeah, when you lose it all, you got to put it on your credit card to win it back, right?
No, that's when you take the deposit from your record store, the entire deposit, and instead of taking it to the bank, you take it to the casino and try to triple it.
Right, and then if you lose that, then
that's when you sell all your comic books on eBay, and then put it all on black.
The next day, you just got to fake rob your own store.
Yeah,
you got to figure out how to bungee cord yourself to a chair. Be like, they robbed me. I don't have it.
How'd they take all of our stuff?
Yeah.
And then he used that insurance
Rex
money.
Manning shows up.
We did it.
We did it, drunk.
We fucking did it.
Guys, we'll see you Sunday.
I'm on a Delphi. On a Delphi.
I'm Bill Dannon.